Good day, folks. Thanks for tuning in to Lake TV Channel 90. This is our interview show where we get to talk to a variety of fascinating people around the lake here at Lake of the Ozarks. My name is Mike Courier, and our job is to let you know about all the good things that are going on to help you know more about life at the lake. Today, my guest is Shane Hewlett. Shane,
Hi.
thanks for coming.
Thanks,
We're
Mike,
glad
for
to
having
have you. Shane is an insurance agent over in Camdenton, and he's here today to talk about the insurance industry, all the varieties of kind of insurance, and how having the right insurance can help you live a better life. Shane, I've known you for just a few months. I know you're a good guy. And give us a little 1 or 2 minute biography about who Shane really is and about your family and your life here at the lake.
Okay.
You're a native, I think, aren't you?
I've lived here for 39 years now.
You're one of the first ones, I think, who's been a native.
Lived here my whole life. Got to see a lot of changes. Got married a few years ago. Got 5 children ranging from 18 to 3. So they keep us busy. I like to do a lot of work with the youth and coaching.
Oh, good.
That type of stuff. And really like to stay involved in the community as much as we can.
That's great. What are some things you do at the lake besides sell insurance?
Well, the kids love to swim, so we like being out on the water a lot. I have been on the board of directors at Chamber and Commerce in Camdenton.
Good.
I've done the leadership at Camden County class, and I'm getting ready to join the Optimist Club to, continue to do some charitable work for children.
That's great, great. How'd you get into the insurance industry? Your last name is a pretty popular name in Camdenton, and I know your dad's involved in it. So how'd you get into insurance, and what are you doing?
Well, my father started the agency about 30 years ago. So I worked there for a couple summers during college and decided I really liked that and enjoyed being able to meet with people and to help people out. And so I just thought it was a natural fit, so I did it, and 17 years later, still loving it.
Good. What are some of the issues involved in personal and corporate insurance that people need to know more about?
The main thing is, unfortunately, the reason homeowners premiums, auto premiums have been going up, in 2011, there was almost 30,000 major weather events, wind, hail, tornadoes. As the industry's paid out, in the Joplin tornado everybody's aware of, a little over $2.5 billion just in that one event. In the past decade, there have been large storms that have caused major losses. So unfortunately, because of the weather, that's what's driving all the rates up.
That's not for car insurance. Are you just talking about home insurance?
Car and home.
Really?
Car and
Because
home because
cars
of the
are
wind
damaged
damage.
too, I guess,
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. The car insurance, the medical claims, the lawsuits, litigation claims, all those costs are cause and effect directly related to your premiums.
So do you ever see it going back down?
I would like for it to, but unfortunately, the way the trend is, the way the weather's been, I don't see how it can.
Good. Well, insurance is something we can't avoid. It's a necessity, sometimes by law, sometimes by practical sense. And so when people shop for insurance, they're always looking for the low dollar, not the nice sign out in front of the building,
Yes.
So what are some advice you have for some people that really want to get the good deal for their insurance?
Price is important, but more importantly is making sure you're properly protected. Find an agent that listens to you, that understands your needs, and tries to solve your needs. Find a reputable company. We all know that, yes, there's companies out there that just sell cheap insurance, but how are they when you need them, when they have a claim? Are they going to be there for you? Can you talk to an agent, or do you just have to talk to someone that answers the phone on an 800 number?
Right. So we're all bombarded with TV ads and little animals from Australia and pretty ladies with lots of makeup, and in the newspaper and in the mail. I get 3 or 4 a week in the mail. People don't even know me, and they want me to buy insurance from them. What do I need to be careful about and watch for?
Watch, the people that send you just a mail, it's okay to get their name out there like that. But if you really want to go with them, sit down with them, talk to them, explain your needs, and see how they treat you. If they don't give you good customer service, probably not a good fit. Then they're just out there just trying to get people and not trying to take care of people. They listen to your needs. They come out to your house. They meet you out at their house. They meet you after hours. Any agent that will go the extra mile for you would be a good agent to go with for a good company.
What are some of the advantages of having all your insurance in one pot, or is that a disadvantage? Because I have one car insurance, one home insurance, one life insurance. Is that a good deal, or what would you suggest?
The more policy you have with one company, the more discounts you're going to be eligible for. In the event, as far as a family, if the husband dies, the wife is going to be upset, and it'd be nice just to have one agent to call and, hey, I can take care of everything for you. We got it all here. Unfortunately, we get calls every year. Did my dad have insurance, or did he have his home insured here? Do you know where it was? And we can't help people like that, so we can't provide a good service that we could have provided if we had all their accounts.
I see. I understand that. In the insurance industry, I have a feeling that it's a good industry to be into as a person working in it as a career, and there are some benefits there. What would be some recommendations you'd have as someone wanting to become an insurance provider?
First, obviously you're going to have to get your license, your property, casualty, life, and health.
How hard is that?
It's not really hard. You can go to a week's worth of classes. They give you a book just to learn the state laws. Once you find a company that you want to work with and represent, then you learn their products. And the more knowledge you have about their products, the better agent you're going to be. You're going to be able to better help people out. You're going to be able to answer their questions. Nobody likes asking questions and not being able to get an answer,
True.
or even more, getting an incorrect answer that gives you a false sense of security. But just do that, and then talk to people. You definitely got to be a people person. If you don't like to talk to people, then you're probably not going to be a good insurance agent, because you're not going to be able to go out there and meet new clients and take care of the ones that you have.
There's things to do in the insurance industry besides sell or run an agency back behind the scenes, and that's also a possibility that can provide a lot of rewarding experiences for people too. The people you call that we don't see.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Is that a good field to get into in this day in industry? Is there a supply and demand issue there, or what would you say?
There is a big demand for caring people
That's
to be in the industry. Yes. Because people that care will help people that are in need, and there's never too many caring people that can help.
Mm-hmm. Shane, in your personal life, what are some of the high points or victories that you recall that make you feel like you've done a good job so far?
Working with children, in the coaching aspect, I've been able to touch a lot of lives, a lot of kids that way. I feel like I made a difference, because several years later you see them and they still remember what you did for them. Seeing a kid gain self-confidence, to sometimes it works on the relationship with the parents by giving them a bond. It makes the kid happy, the parents proud, and so it's rewarding to be able to help people in that aspect, and to see someone grow into themselves, so to speak, to be more comfortable in their skin and have more confidence about them.
So you've touched a lot of lives, and that makes a big difference.
I try, yes.
It's not what you get from the world, it's what you give to the world that makes you feel
right.
successful. That's right. What are some of the changes you've seen? You've mentioned the last 5 years since the tornadoes and the weather and insurance rates and casualties and claims. I have a car that has a little bit of damage on the front from the last winter and $700, and I'm reluctant to make a claim on that to my insurance policy, because I don't want my rates to go up more than what I would have ended up paying for that. So how do you know what's the right thing to do?
Insurance, the basis of it, the real reason for it is for catastrophes. Is the event that you have an accident, you total out your vehicle, your home burns to the ground, you have a bad injury. If you can avoid turning into small claims, a couple $100 claims, anything under $1,000, it depends on your financial situation. Some people are forced to have to do that, which we understand and we take care of. But to the people that could absorb those type of losses, it's going to be better for you, because if you turn in a small claim and it's not going to affect you too bad. But if something big does happen and then you have 2 claims on your record, then unfortunately it's cost you more than what it should.
There's a break-even point that
Yeah.
it's smart just to go off and pay my $700 regardless of what my deductible was.
Right.
You know.
Mhm.
What changes do you see in the future in the insurance industry?
Agent value is still number one with people, being
What's
able to
that?
have a relationship with their agent, being able to come down and sit with their agents. We are, as an industry, trying to be more accommodating, where we reach 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can email us. We can email your policies. That way, if you go down to get your car license and you don't have it, you can print it off and take it with you. The legislator is now caught up to where we can show electronic proof. So if you have a smartphone or an Android phone, you can pull up your insurance policy, your ID card, show it to the license bureau or police officer, and now they can accept that. So the industry is becoming more accommodating to the fast-paced convenience that what people are looking for.
Mm-hmm. How do I know I'm well covered in insurance? I mean, what would I do as a consumer to know that I've got the right amount of insurance and not too much, or gee, I don't have enough? How would I know that?
Most insurance companies have a computer program where they put in, the style of your home, 1-2 stories, if it's siding, if it's brick, the age of your roof, the flooring, carpet, tile. All those factors go into this really detailed program, and it comes out with what we call a replacement cost on your home. And that's usually extremely accurate because it's a national system where they use national data from all over. So by doing that, that's going to give you an extremely close figure of what your home should be insured for. A lot of companies have what they call an extended replacement cost endorsement, to where if that program's off a little bit, then you have an additional 25% on top of the value to make sure that you are covered. As far as selecting the correct liability limits for your vehicle, you have to look at, in the event that you hit a car full of people, are you going to have enough insurance to pay their bills, to where if there is that lawsuit, what assets are you trying to protect? You need to have high enough liability limits to protect the assets, so that way you don't lose them in a lawsuit.
Is liability still the toughest thing to deal with? Because that's not physical property. My liability as a person, okay, you'll replace my car or my house, but liability, that's a bugger, isn't it?
It is. There's no way to put a value on someone's life. It's very tough. I would say err on the side of caution by going higher than what you think you need. Unfortunately, there's still a lot of people out there that do not have auto insurance, and that causes the medical
Causes my value to go up too.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And
Right.
you got to be able to protect yourself with your own liability limits, with the underinsured motorist coverage.
Mm-hmm. Well, insurance is a business of risk. You think I have a certain risk, and I think I have less than that or more than that, and it's just a gamble. I'm trying to outbet you that I'm going to need more than you think I would draw, and so therefore you guys make money. And I've never seen insurance as a waste. It's just one of those facts of life, like the water bill or the electric bill.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the things you have to figure in. You can't ignore it, even though it's one of those intangibles that people wish they didn't have to bother with.
Nobody wants to have a loss. If you spend $1,000 a year on your home insurance, in 20 years your home burns down, we replace a $200,000 home, and you've only spent $2,000 out of your pocket. So
that's the gamble.
Yes,
Yeah.
and obviously as an insured, you come out way ahead in that
Am I a
type of
higher risk
situation.
because of my age?
No, not at all.
Really?
No. Once usually 75, 80, we notice that our motor skills start declining.
But I don't go out as much. I don't go to the
Right.
places that those things happen. And I don't park my car where bad things are going to happen a lot of times. And I'm more careful, more conscious. Even though I might lose some, sight vision or some motor vision, it's still a good deal.
Still a good deal. And then a lot of it depends on what the person behind you, what the person around you does, because that you can, even as careful as you can be, accidents still do happen.
Right. Well, Well, folks, I think you know a little bit more about insurance, and we've gotten this interview that provided us with a lot of information. Shane Hewlett's over in Camdenton, and I'm sure he'd be happy to talk to you. But like he said, seek out a good agent, and they will provide you the relationship that you need to know what's the best for you and your insurance. Shane, thanks for coming. Glad to have you.
Thank you.
And thanks for viewing, folks. If you would like to have your organization or somebody that you know be on the show, we just got our first request the other day of someone that saw the show and wants to be on. So please give us a call. My name is Mike Courier. We'd be happy to talk to you. Thanks for viewing. Have a great day.